I'm back for the gaming news this week, and we had the Pokemon Presents this week. So to start off, we had the announcement of the main game, or I guess the main project, or the enchilada, as you will. It seems like all we're getting is the Legends game. Most people didn't expect the Legends series to come back. It just seemed like it was going to be a one-off. But on Pokemon Legends Z, or Z-A-Z, or ZA, I've interpreted backwards, I guess, based on the character from the X and Y series. Announced for Switch, releasing in 2025, the new Pokemon Legends game is going back to the Kalos region, with a teaser showing off an artful rendition of Lumio City. And from what they said, that the game's taking place specifically in Lumio City, there's not going to be any outside of Lumio City, so it'll be interesting how they implement that. This is coming straight from the Pokemon Company. You guys remember, if you played Legends Arceus, you know that starting Jubilee Village, and there were like loading screens to different areas of the Sinnoh region, so I guess they're not going that route with this one, trying to isolate it specifically into Kalos' Lumio City, so we're getting one big city, I guess. But this year's Pokemon Presents in celebration of Pokemon Day ended with a teaser for a new Pokemon Legends game slated to release in 2025, titled Pokemon Legends ZA. But the new game is set in Lumio City, a major setting hub in Pokemon X and Y. According to the announcement, the new adventure centers around an urban redevelopment plan to make the city a place where humans and Pokemon can coexist naturally. The trailer ends with a brief teaser for Mega Evolution, so Megas are coming back. I think we already knew that from the Mega insignia in the trailer, but, you know, it's been a while since we've seen them, so hopefully they'll be able to, like Legends Arceus had some new Pokemon for this their era, and, like, they introduced some new ones, just few in number, but new ones. So it'll be interesting if they can introduce some new Megas or whatever, you know, some Pokemon that previously didn't have a Mega Evolution, they may decide to add one. Last time they added new Mega Evolutions was Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, so we're definitely overdue for some. And maybe we'll get some new regional variants, specifically Kalos' past related, I don't know, or Paradox, they may decide to bring them back in some fashion. I doubt it, because they just got done with Paradox Pokemon recently, so we'll just have to wait and see. Honestly, I honestly thought there was going to be more than just this announcement, although not that I'm not happy to some degree, you know, I'll buy anything Pokemon. As weird as the franchise is today, it's nice that they're innovating and trying to make games outside of the box, especially Legends game. Legends Arceus was a really good game, had a really good fun time with it, so I'll buy a second one as long as they continue to do what Arceus does best, I guess, with some improvements. Most people were thinking there was going to be Unova or remakes or Let's Go this year. That didn't happen. If they do Unova, they'll probably be next year, so we might get like Unova announcements for the Presents of 2025, or the Pokemon Presents that they do that year, because it kind of was strange that they only did one title, probably because they're more focused on getting that Switch 2 out, wanted something to launch alongside it. So for last Presents, I believe they announced the Pokemon Legends Arceus along with the remakes of BDSP. So we got those alongside each other, so it's kind of strange, as I said, that they just announced one game this time with Legends. Then we got a confirmed look at Pokemon from Pokemon ZA. These are all in the trailer. So Pokemon Legends ZA gives trainers a new look at Lumio City, the hub of Generation 6 Kalos region, though not much is known about the gameplay of the time of ZA. The announcement trailer did showcase a swath of Pokemon. We already know it's going to take place in the past, so that's nothing new there. But these are the Pokemon that were listed in the trailer. People eagle-eyed enough were able to spot in the trailer. Some of them probably less obvious, but you know. But the following Pokemon were spotted in Pokemon ZA's reveal trailer and are listed in order of approximate appearances: Pichu, Pikachu, Raichu, Litleo, Pyroar, Klefki, Flabebe, Floetta, Florges, of course these ones would be in there. Fletchling, Fletchinder, Staryu, Starmie, Hulucha, Dratini, Dragonair, Dragonite, Magikarp, Gyarados, Hippopotas, Howdom, Absol, Emolga, Ekans, Arbok, Kidoo, Gilgoat, Sandile, Crocodile, Krokorok, Honedge, Stillblade, Aegislash, Eevee, Sylveon. Of course the whole evolution is going to be in the game, so that's nothing new. Asper, Meowstic, Onix, Pinsir, Heracross, Bellsprout, Weepinbell, Victoryville, Pancham, Pangoro, Ariados, Noibat, and Noivern. Those are all the Pokemon that appeared in the trailer, so you can probably just assume that they're going to be in the game. PlayStation, cutting 900 jobs and canceling games affecting Spider-Man, Last of Us, and Horizon. So their studios, the ones that make some of their best games. Spider-Man 2, Insomniac Games, Naughty Dog, Fire Sprite, and other teams are facing layoffs. Somebody mentioned something about a gaming crash. It honestly seems more likely with the way things are going. 1,900 jobs from freaking Xboxes. A recent acquisition of Activision Blizzard. I've just been seeing that. I don't talk about them in my videos as much anymore, but that doesn't mean I don't see the articles every freaking day of, oh, this major gaming studio laid off staff. This one, I feel bad for, you know, people losing their jobs. It's just like, I'm seeing in them them so often now that I just don't even want to talk about them. Hence, I don't in most of my videos. But yeah, it's like, I honestly think there's a gaming crash or something of the sort coming. The way I'm seeing the job markets, with how many people are losing their jobs currently in the game development business, if you know what I mean. Just every day, a new set of freaking layoffs. It just seems that way anyway. But Sony's PlayStation division is cutting jobs in the latest round of high-profile layoffs in the video game industry. By some estimations, 2024 has already seen more than 7,000 video game industry layoffs. Reporter Jason Schreier of Bloomberg was the first to reveal the cuts, which have subsequently been confirmed by Sony in a blog post. It was Jim Ryan on his way out. He's like, alright guys, I'm on my way out. I'm gonna fire these 900 employees. That's ridiculous, but that's pretty much what happened. Related to these moves, PlayStation is proposing to close to its London game studios, which was most recently responsible for developing PlayStation VR. I don't really care much for VR, to be honest with you. I don't think I've ever used a single VR headset. It's how much my enthusiasm is with VR. But anyways, VR game cuts also coming to Sony's other studios, including Firesprite, Insomniac Games, Naughty Dog, and Guerrilla. PlayStation technology creator and supporter team are also affected by the measures. Additionally, Sony Interactive Entertainment is canceling some games. Looked at our studios and our profile evaluating projects in various stages. Development have decided that some of the projects will move forward. The company I said through it did not name them outright, and I think one of them was Deus Ex. I don't really play that game series, but I believe that was one of them they were talking about. A lot of them likely aren't even announced yet. That's what's going on with Sony recently. It's been a mess for both companies, to be honest with you. But moving on. Skull and Bones breaks records at Ubisoft despite reportedly low player numbers. And I actually avoided this game like the plague. One of the games that I'm glad I didn't buy. But people are spending 4+ hours in game every day on average, the second highest mark in Ubisoft's 37-year history. I don't understand why. From what I can understand, the mechanics are less than what Black Flag gave you. Ubisoft's pirate game Skull and Bones is not putting up the strongest player numbers. The publisher is touting the game's record player engagement as the title's first season launches. Yeah. Hopefully it'll get better in the future, but unfortunately until then, I'm not touching this thing with a 10-foot pole. According to Ubisoft, Skull and Bones players are spending on an average more than 4 hours in game every day. It's the second highest daily playtime average for a Ubisoft game since the company was founded 37 years ago. Ubisoft did not say what the #1 title is. Yeah, I don't know about this, man. I think I barely spend that much time playing video games. Haven't been recently. It's very rare that I find a game that gives me enough engagement to throw 3 hours into. There's few far between. I think I binged Spider-Man 2 was probably the last game I binged. Average, that's even a word. Very few and far between actually hold my interest that long. Ubisoft games are just kind of like, they used to be good, now like some of them, hit or miss with them. I don't know. It's just not my thing. If I was gonna play a pirate game, it would be Sea of Thieves. Now it's an MMO, it's still got more content, it's more polished, it's further along in the live service model, if that's what this one's aiming for too. But as for Season 1 update, the Raging Tides update has players facing off against the fictional pirate lord Philip de la Pesta in his ship La Potence as part of the new world event. Players will fight the evil pirate at his base of operations, Lighted Bastion. Players can also expect to encounter new warships at sea as they can plunder, as well as new bounties that have players fighting against the sea monster. There is also a new smuggler pass, includes both free content like ship cosmetics as well as premium track that comes with the even more cosmetic and allotment of virtual currency. Yeah, sounds like they're really hammering those, didn't take them long, huh? The battle passes and cosmetic stuff to come. One thing, so one of this, I think Helldivers CEO said it, you have to earn the right to monetize. I think he's got the right idea there. There's too many live service games coming out. Most of them are absolute to put it lightly. And honestly, I don't know. About the only game I'm looking forward to from this company is Star Wars Outlaws. And when I saw the troubles that this game was having even before launch, when they were having so many bungles behind the scenes with like development and stuff like that, I'm like, I knew this was a title to stay away from. Yeah, that's it for today, guys. Any news I don't get here, I'll post on my Twitter, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Peace.
Check out both my Twitter for news I don't get in vid form. I also upload on TikTok and Instagram.